Coming up, the debate over affordable housing in Flagstaff rages on. We'll tell you more. Plus, it's NAU's homecoming week. Find out about what events are happening this weekend. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Chelsea Parker.
And I'm April Hettinger. Thanks for tuning in. Affordable housing has been a hot topic throughout Flagstaff for years, and there's one property that's been the cause of many debates recently. The city of Flagstaff is looking to turn Schultz Meadow into a site for affordable housing.
But a local group would rather it be an open space. NAZ Today's Aaron Vitito is in the studio to tell us more about this issue. Aaron, what is the cause of this debate?
Well, this property is located at the iconic Welcome to Flagstaff sign near the Flagstaff Arts and Leadership Academy. A group called Save Schultz Meadow has been trying to preserve the land and turn it into an open space for a while now. But the property was actually bought by the city over 10 years ago for affordable housing. Back in 2005, Flagstaff officials wanted to provide space for more affordable housing.
The Schultz Meadow property, Schultz Meadow Pass property, was purchased in 2005 by the city of Flagstaff. It was part of a larger development that was coming in. The city had the opportunity to purchase that piece of property.
And the project wasn't cheap.
The city also went and put in utilities to that property to get it ready to be built on for affordable housing. So the city has approximately $600,000 that the city has invested in that piece of property.
Flash forward 10 years and one big recession later, the city decided in 2017 to finally move forward with the plans to develop the land. But not everyone is on board with the plan.
There was a massive public outcry with tons of people coming to council meetings, essentially in protest and saying, this is a special piece of land that needs to remain open. We'd like it to be zoned open space.
So council was like, okay, we're going to step back. Now that you are revived and you seem like you really want to do this, please go forth and collect the signatures.
To get the issue on the ballot, Save Schultz Meadow will need 4,000 signatures. And this is an issue that local residents who live near the property are on the fence about.
As someone that bikes to work by this field and sees the field, and I like that view shed, something in me says, I'd like to have no housing there. On the flip side, I'm lucky enough that I own my house and that I don't struggle with making ends meet, which a lot of people in this town struggle with.
It's this viewpoint that members of the community want to express. They are not opposed to affordable housing.
We don't disagree that there is an affordable housing problem in Flagstaff, but in our view, this is a very special piece of land.
Nonetheless, this mindset is one that Mayor Evans says has held the city back from housing projects in the past.
Every single time we attempt to address it, it's very interesting because it seems like there is a group of individuals in Flagstaff that are all for affordable housing, just not in their neighborhood.
And both the city and community believe there needs to be a conversation on this exact issue. Schultz Meadow is proving to be reflective of a much larger problem within Flagstaff, a problem that is gaining the attention of more and more community members. And the conversation is still happening, and members of the Save Schultz Meadow group continue to collect signatures, hoping to get the issue on the ballot. But both sides say they are willing to keep talking. Aaron Vitito, NAZ Today.
No charges will be filed against the Flagstaff police officer involved in a shooting that happened April 8th. Officer Nicholas Ruby fired his weapon, injuring 52-year-old Matthew Deering. Investigators say Deering refused the officer's command to get on the ground and refused to drop a weapon believed to be a knife.
Deering pepper sprayed the officer in the face, seriously impairing his vision, which, according to investigators, forced Ruby to use his gun.
Attacked me, too. 40 OC deployed. What are you doing? No. No! You drop that knife right now! I have a knife.
The bullet hit Deering in the neck, and he was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Right. Officer Ruby sustained eye pain and a loss of vision. During an interview, Deering admitted to using meth earlier that day. Detectives say body cam footage was consistent with Ruby's statement, and the Northern Arizona officer-involved shoot team declined the case.
A $500 reward is being offered for anyone with information on a Chino Valley burglary suspect. Police say the suspect confronted a homeowner during a burglary last week. He chased her to a bedroom, then fled the scene. The suspect is described as a white male in his 20s or 30s, a thin build, and light brown hair. Anyone with information is asked to call Yavapai Silent Witness.
Friday is the last day to request and be mailed a ballot for the November election in Prescott, Dewey Humboldt, and the Inscription Canyon Ranch Sanitary District. Ballots were made to eligible voters on Wednesday, October 9th. If you would like to request an early ballot, call the number on your screen by Friday at 5 p.m. When returning a ballot, consider using one of the official ballot drop boxes listed here.
Fire managers are planning to conduct a prescribed burn tomorrow morning for the Upper Lake Mary 3 project. The burns will be just north of Mormon Lake on the Flagstaff Ranger District and should only last 1 day. Smoke will be thicker and more noticeable because it is an initial entry burn. It's predicted that smoke will move toward the southwest, impacting Lake Mary Road, I-17, Mormon Lake Village, and Munns Park. And a somewhat controversial tradition takes place this Saturday morning with the annual Tequila Sunrise.
For those early birds, or even those that aren't, this is the one day of the year that people wake up at 6 a.m. to drink tequila. Claire Sach is live in the newsroom to tell us more about Tequila Sunrise.
Yes, it's a drinking event and it's been happening for decades. People travel from all over the state to celebrate with booze.
You know, it's one of the big things that Flagstaff is known for.
The streets will be filled with those who are looking to experience one of Flagstaff's most memorable traditions.
Everybody's just out to have a good time and celebrate, meet up with old friends they haven't seen in years. It is definitely a destination to come to.
Tequila Sunrise is an event like no other.
It's special because it starts really early in the morning. People come who have graduated, who are still in school, so it's kind of like a bit of a reunion for everybody.
As you can imagine, police will be out in force to prevent the kinds of problems that have occurred in the past. Bar owner Eddie Kana says things have been relatively peaceful in recent years.
Knock on wood, but we haven't had really any issues.
Bar workers tell us safety is a top priority.
Of course, alcohol, tends to affect people differently, so just to keep that in mind, know your limits, know, when it's time to grab a bite to eat. There's a lot of restaurants that'll be open downtown.
To reduce the chance for drunk driving, some bars are providing discounts for rides on Lyft.
If you have the Lyft app and you use the code Historic Brew that's on the sign, you get a discounted ride and it'll pick you up right here and take you wherever you need to go.
Last year's Tequila Sunrise brought a few arrests for minor offences, but overall it was relatively peaceful. Claire Sach, NAZ Today.
Well, this is also homecoming weekend at NAU for the time of year for alumni to return to Flagstaff to celebrate.
This weekend is full of family-friendly homecoming activities. Quanah Arnold is live in the studio to tell us about the events. Quanah?
That's right, guys. This year marks NAU's 120th homecoming, and with alumni coming from around the country to join the celebration, there will be lots to do. From the Homecoming Carnival to the parade this Saturday.
The annual Homecoming Carnival is happening again this year, with the intention of bringing the community together for a fun-filled night with various games and food for families and community members. The carnival will be taking place this Friday on October 25th from 4 to midnight. Then, there's the Homecoming Parade on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. The parade will go around the campus perimeter, starting on DuPont Avenue, going down Beaver Street, and ending at the corner of Knowles and McCreary Drive. Students from across the university are putting together homecoming floats, including this one from the Honors College. NAU alumni are also participating in the celebrations, including Erin Bigelow, a 2005 graduate who went on to be the Deputy Chief of Studios for Verizon. She says it's great to be back.
Really coming together as a community to celebrate the learnings that we do every day here, but also, the support and growth of the community that is NAU in all little pockets of communities, that the entire town of Flagstaff, the city of Flagstaff, is here to support the health and well-being and the growth of the students at NAU.
The NAU football team will be playing this Saturday at 4 p.m. following the homecoming parade. Quanah Arnold, NAZ Today.
Well, to sum up the weekend, everyone is welcome at the carnival on the Union Pedway this Friday at 4 p.m. Following the carnival is an early morning Saturday for tequila sunrise in the downtown area. Bars will be opening at 6 a.m.
The homecoming parade begins at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday and will go around the perimeter of NAU's campus. The tailgate for sports fans is at the Skydome parking lot at 1 p.m., followed by the homecoming game at 4 p.m. against Portland State. Student admission is free with a student ID.
Coming up, this week's Pet of the Week needs a new home for homecoming. We'll tell you how you can adopt. Stay with us.
Well, some cooler temperatures throughout the end of this week, and we have an update on some of those scenic views. Stay with us, I'll tell you about it.
At Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, it's all about Chevy trucks. Silverado, 1500, 2500, and 3500. Right now, save up to $9,510 on the 2019 Chevy Silverado. Or lease for as little as $289 a month for 36 months. Made for the long haul. The 2019 Chevy Silverado 2500 HT, save up to $11,466 in total volume savings. It's all about the trucks during Truck Month at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
This week's Pet of the Week is a shy young dog waiting to be showered in love and treats.
Reporter Joy Johnson joins us live in the studio to tell us how you can adopt this sweet dog. Joy?
Cameron came to the Humane Association as a feral dog found on the reservation, but is ready to leave as someone's new best friend. Cameron has been in the Humane Association's care for a good portion of his life, and that interaction has helped his social skills a great deal. He was introduced to us by a kennel tech who did not want to be on camera.
He is about a year-old res mutt. He came to us about 3 months ago with really bad mange. He came in with his buddy, who has since been adopted, so he gets along with all kinds of other dogs.
His overall activity level varies, but Cameron can chill on the couch or accompany someone on a jog in the park.
He's pretty gentle with everybody. He can be a little bit shy at first, but once he comes out of his shell, he's pretty good. He likes to dig. He likes to do donuts around the yard. He runs laps. He's pretty calm, but can get really playful, so he'd be really good for somebody that just likes to relax at home, or he could be a good running buddy.
Because of his energetic outbursts, he'll need a little room to play, but almost any place will do.
He'll probably need a backyard, but I think he'll be perfectly happy with his people too.
If you're interested in adopting Cameron or any other animals at the Humane Association, stop in or visit coconinahumane.org. Joy Johnson, NAZ Today.
King me.
This must be how Odell Beckham feels when he scores a game-winning touchdown.
Beckham scores! Giants touchdown!
This must be how Rico felt when he triple jumped Mr. Sanchez.
Pepsi.
Does your family need a break from the daily routine?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. If you or someone you know needs a healthy dose of nature, visit discovertheforest.org and trade in the big screen for the big blue sky by visiting a local park or forest near you.
Hiking, picnicking, swimming, orienteering, climbing, admiring wildlife, or inhaling fresh air may result in heightened creativity, feelings of joy, harmony, satisfaction, and a euphoria that can only be explained as oneness with the natural world. Whoa.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
It's time to get excited because it's homecoming week here in Lumberjack Country. You can definitely feel the excitement and fun in the air. I'm student forecaster Cristiana Ramos, and if you're not willing to wake up at 4 a.m. and go and get into trouble, well, there is still time to look at some of the fall colors at the Snow Bowl. The chairlift will be closing on October 27th, so you should go and do that now. Take pictures, tweet us at NAZ Today. And also the restrictions have been lifted at Lockett Meadow, so you can go ahead, go there all day long, do whatever you want, park wherever you want, just be safe and take a look at some of those fall colors. Those leaves are, looking at the leafometer in the orange. They will be turning red pretty soon here throughout this week. So, and then they're going to be falling, and then we're going to be in winter already, Christmas season. I know it's everyone's favorite time of year. Dry weather conditions, they continue throughout this week. We have a dry cool front coming in from the east through Thursday, bringing in some breezes and cooler temperatures. It will be sunny, but cooler temperatures throughout this week. And right now in Flagstaff, currently, it is 60 degrees, partly cloudy. East winds coming in 8 miles per hour. They will start picking up tonight. But for your daily almanac, 66 high for today, low 26. Pretty close to that average temperatures. And taking a look in 1906, 10 degrees on record. So it was a bit chillier. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been having trouble getting up in the morning just because it's been pretty cold at night and through the morning time. I'm like a bear in hibernation. And precipitation, we haven't had any today. We will have a very, very slight chance of showers on Monday, but hopefully that percentage does go up and hopefully we can get some rain. Sunrise 6:39, sunset if you caught it at 5:42. And high temperatures for today, Prescott 75, Sedona 80, Payson 73, down in Phoenix 90. They've been having some light winds too. It's been pretty beautiful all around throughout Arizona. Tonight, forecast low for Flagstaff, 34 degrees, clear skies. Those light north winds will be coming in through the night, rising up to 14 to 16 miles per hour tomorrow. But it will be sunny, 55 for that high. So I recommend wearing a light sweater because those gusts can reach up to 25 miles per hour. And for my early risers, my morning people, unlike myself, 6:40 will be your sunrise. And throughout the state, forecast temperatures, let's take a look at those numbers. Prescott 77 for that high, 40 low, 91 in Phoenix, 62 low, and in Payson 77 high, 48 low. And how your weekend is going to look. It's going to be a beautiful homecoming weekend. Like I said, cooler temperatures, but on homecoming day, Saturday, 67 degrees. Some slight cloudiness on Sunday, and those breezes will start picking back up. Monday, again, like I said, slight chance of showers, about 10%. So if you are a rain lover, I probably wouldn't, be too hopeful.
Yeah. I personally do not like the rain, but I know that that's a very unpopular opinion. What's going on in sports, Susie?
Well, it is homecoming week up here in Flagstaff. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You. Yeah, you. Getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. I'm your sports reporter, Susie Conran. Coconino football is still on fire this season. The Panthers have yet to lose a game. They sit at #1 in the Grand Canyon region, holding a record of 8-0. The Panthers' next game is at home the 25th, taking on the Cactus High Cobras. Cactus High School is second in the West Valley region with an overall record of 6-2. The Cobras are on a one-game winning streak after beating Lake Havasu High School 59-26. Looking at some of the stats for the Panthers this season, the team has a total of 2,560 rushing yards, 346 passing yards, and 336 receiving yards. Good luck to the Panthers as they try to keep their record undefeated this season. Continuing with high school sports, the Northern Prep girls soccer team is undefeated this season with a record of 15-0. The Spartans are ranked #1 in the state. NPA has dominated every game they have played with a total of 91 points scored this season. The team is averaging 8.27 points per game. The Spartans have only allowed their opponents to score 10 goals this season. Good luck to the Spartans as they continue their season. Moving on to college sports, the NAU volleyball squad is getting ready to take on the University of Northern Colorado Bears tomorrow at 6:30 in the Roll Activity Center. The Jacks are trying to keep their title as Big Sky champions this season, but records show the Lumberjacks were 7-3 at this time last season and were consistent through the conference play. The Jacks are currently 5-4 in Big Sky standings. With homecoming weekend around the corner, the Jacks hope to win this Thursday against the Bears to keep the homecoming spirit here at NAU. Last time the Jacks played the Bears, the Jacks came out on top. When the Lumberjacks took on Northern Colorado, their record was 6-3. This season, the Bears are 8-0 in conference play. Continuing with the Lumberjacks, NAU football is getting ready to play in their homecoming game on Saturday at 4 p.m. against Portland State in the Sky Dome. The Lumberjacks are undefeated at home this season with an overall record of 5-3 and 3-0 in conference play with a 3-game winning streak under their belt. Although the Lumberjacks didn't scoop up a win last homecoming, losing to Cal Poly 28-38. The 5 years prior, the Jacks dominated the teams they were up against. In those past games, the Jacks scored a total of 201 points, averaging 40.2 points a game. Good luck to the Lumberjacks this weekend as they try to end their losing streak and bring home a win homecoming weekend.
Well, Susie, we're actually going to be at the game.
Yes,
we're going to be sidelining. I'm excited for it. I just think the Lumberjacks need to stay consistent throughout and bring that momentum the second half of the game, and that's what's really going to help them.
It's going to be really
get
crazy
that win.
with the crowd too, so I think that's going to help a lot.
Well, I hope they can pull out a win this year. And when we come back, we'll take another look at weather. Stay with us.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys, preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
All right, and Thursday, breezy. 55 degrees, a little lower than what we've been seeing throughout this week, beginning this week. And then your homecoming day, 67 degrees, very beautiful, sunny. Go and enjoy that homecoming parade early in the morning. Sunday, those breezes start picking back up, and it's going to be partly cloudy, but overall beautiful weather.
Well, guys, I'm realizing that it's all girls on the desk today. And speaking of, last Friday, 2 NASA astronauts made history during an all-women spacewalk. Female astronauts Christina Koch and Jessica Meir spent over 7 hours in space to fix a power controller, among other things, outside of the International Space Station, showing what we already know, women can do anything.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. And I like the whole entire woman empowerment. It's really awesome. And then especially in space, you know, a lot of women aren't recognized for what they do through a lot of industries, and especially with NASA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. That's really awesome. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to NAZ Today. You can check out more at naztoday.com or on Twitter and Facebook. Have a good night.